Niners. Here's the kicker, Jason Myers, to get this one started. And off we go from Seattle. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Here we go, here we go. Black 80! Here we go. Watch the pass. Watch the pass.
But when this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off at the 20. And he's going to score. It's a Seahawk touchdown. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down. And the defense could not have written a much better script than that first drive, pick six.
The offense never got a chance to really get oiled up there, did they? But the defense, they certainly got in gear. What a big-time play and a great way for them to start.
But now the offense, they've got to turn things around and figure this out because your backs are on the ground real quickly.
Yeah, usually when you're starting the game, getting the ball, 0-0 is the only score you're worried about. Now the second time you get it, you're already down a touchdown.
Here we go. Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. The former Purdue Boilermaker, Raheem Mostert. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, running chewed up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense. Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Mostert. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. This is Mostert. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And finally down at the 32-yard line. That one good for 33 and a first.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. They'll run for the first time with Tevin Coleman. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Garoppolo going to hand this one to Coleman. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. Open man is Samuel, complete. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. The field goal unit's going to stay put on the sideline. They're going to go on 4th down here. Garoppolo going to go on 4th down. He finds Coleman. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A gain of 10 and a 49er first down.
Well, the field goal attempt was well in hand. They had that, but they decided to go for it anyway. Extreme confidence, it looks like.
Yeah, but I bet the defense is going to remember this one, right? They kind of rubbed their nose in it.
Here we go,
the fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Now Mostert. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
Count me as a little bit surprised by what we just saw there, because this has been a pretty long drive, and normally you think that wears down a defense. In this case, looked like the offensive line let them down a little bit.
They allowed the penetration and the ability to stuff them for a loss. Garoppolo looks to throw. This is caught. After 7-0 on EA Sports.
Here we go, here we go. Let's make these babies cry on the way back home.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. Punching it in from a yard away as they are now on the board here in the first half. Robbie Gould on for the extra point. And it's no good. He misses the extra point, and this remains a 7-6 game. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Fairly short kick, taking it to 14 here. Then he breaks it all the way out to the 38-yard line. Great return. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Here we go, here we go. He's coming, double up. He's coming, double up. Hey, easy, touch.
They'll start on the ground. It's Rashad Penny, and he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd and 9, Wilson, and he's got the hook up to Moore. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
From the gun on 3rd down, Wilson. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. First target, first catch, and a first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
What? Move the team. 51. Check down. 40.
Well, throw on first down with Wilson. That's into the hands of his tight end, Will Dissly. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the San Fran 20. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And good downhill running. He's got 6 yards down to the 13.
That's what I'm talking about.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report. They run it with Carson. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a third down.
19.
From the shotgun, Wilson. And that is incomplete.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow them to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let them get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up fourth. And no signs of the field goal unit. They're going for it on fourth down.
He's crashing. He's checking crash. Shift.
They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. That's caught by Hollister. And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5. They opt to go for it, and they get it. First and goal after a pickup of 5. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up second and goal.
Brings up second and goal at the Niners' 4-yard line.
Second and goal from inside the 5. They'll run. This is Robert Turbin. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. The San Francisco defense trying to hold tough again. This is third and goal.
Check. One pass. Check. Lucky.
They'll try and run. This is Turbin. And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Robert Turbin as the first half is winding down. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Myers connects on the PAT, and the lead is up to 8. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Quadray Diggs. And a potential turning point as he'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half.
Intercepted. The Seahawks take over first and 10 at the 38-yard line.
So here's a first and 10 at the 38. After the interception, here's Wilson. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here. And that's going to leave him with just one timeout remaining still in the third quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt him. We'll be back. The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if they do just that. On second down now, it's Carson. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. 11 yards there and a first down for Seattle.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
On first and 10, it's Wilson. It's caught, Rocket. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big pickup of 38. I guess that answers the question of whether or not they're going to try to play conservative and protect this lead in the third quarter.
And I think this is something we're seeing more and more of in the NFL. Teams not playing to protect leads, teams playing to extend them.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Wilson's throw caught by Metcalf. The reception good for 7. It's third down. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his. One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. They'll run for it, return him, and he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on fourth. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. On the run, it's Robert Turbin. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up first and goal.
First and goal at the 6-yard line.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up second and goal. From the 2 now, second and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. Robert Turbin, his second touchdown of the night. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit, get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, second half, no matter what. Whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever. This was a big score to start the second half.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Here's Mostert. And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. And his pass incomplete. Emmanuel Sanders, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd and short. The Niners on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. Throwing on first is Garoppolo. Taking a shot for Samuel. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And a terrific return as he'll take it up past the 35.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games. And now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now Wilson out to his left. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. To throw again. Wilson. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And finally taken down at the 44-yard line. And looking to put this game on ice in the 4th quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. Now Wilson. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd. The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Again, Wilson. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by DJ Reed. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. 2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. There in coverage to knock it away, Marquise Blair.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you get the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
21. Right there, 54 Mike.
Garoppolo to try again on 2nd down. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11. They'll run with Coleman on first down. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Pass complete here to Sanders. And he's got this down to the 35. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 35. That's just his 2nd catch of the game. They wanted to keep him silent. They have kept him silent.
Defensive football 101. Don't let the best player on offense beat you. Take him out of the game. They've done a great job of doing that. And
now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. George Kittle, the receiver that he was looking for. But it's going to be 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Looking to throw. Garoppolo. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 19.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Here we go.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Garoppolo again. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. The Niners passing game in sync now. They've got another first down. And he takes this one into the end zone. And all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed. But if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively, though, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right. And if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know,
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for show. We got a plane to catch.
The first play of the drive there is incomplete. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. To throw is Wilson. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. Oh, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. Well, they're not making it easy on themselves here down the stretch. 2 picks now in the 4th quarter, trying to hang on to that lead.
Talk about keeping someone in the game. Instead of being able to shut the door, it's still cracked open because they can come back on you now. The only people who are really happy about those picks, any fantasy team that has this defense.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Shaquille Griffin with a pick, and he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Mike 56. Mike 56. Gotta go in and out. Let's go. Watch the curl. Shit.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Looking left side. That's caught by Moore. And what are the whistles for? Timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves them with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
Look left. 18. 56. Mike, 56. Right there. 56. I'm going to run you over.
Throwing now is Wilson. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. And Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're at here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Nah.